All right. Are you maybe tired of the same old drum sounds? You know, those predictable beats? Imagine a rhythm that kind of breathes. A beat built not just from typical drums, but maybe spoken words, modular bleeps, even household items. All sculpted, moving together like one big, complex thing. That's the world we're stepping into today. We're doing a deep dive into Ocean Swift's Myth Rhythm. And look, this isn't just another drum machine or sampler. It feels more like a creative environment, a sonic laboratory almost.
It really is. A sonic laboratory is a great way to put it. Myth Rhythm comes loaded with, get this, over 4,800 sounds, one shots, and they're deliberately avant-garde. They
Yeah.
sidestep the usual stuff.
4,800. Wow. Okay, so what kind of sounds are we talking about? Not just kicks and snares, I guess.
Oh, definitely not just kicks and snares. It's a real treasure trove. You've got vintage drum machines, sure,
Yeah.
but also spoken word snippets, sound effects, animal sounds, cars, household items, you name it. This huge library, it immediately tells you what it's about. Sonic exploration, pushing you way beyond traditional drums.
Right, that makes sense. That huge palette. It's almost like it forces you to be creative in a different way. You mentioned found sound, music concrete. How does that philosophy actually change the kind of rhythms you end up making? Does it push you somewhere new?
Absolutely. It's rooted in that idea of collage,
Hmm.
taking sounds that don't belong together and making them talk to each other. Think about it. Maybe your kick is a microwave door shutting. Your snare is an egg cracking. It makes you think about rhythm less as just hits and more as texture and space. True sonic alchemy.
Okay, I like that. Sonic alchemy. So how does Myth Rhythm actually let you do that? What's the architecture underneath?
Well, the core is this grid, 16 cells. And each cell is like its own little sound design world. It's got its own filters, classic ladder style, even unique vowel filters, plus envelopes with really long decay times, for evolving sounds. And 2 LFOs per cell.
2 LFOs per cell. That's a lot of modulation potential.
Exactly. And there's this one knob, start randomized. It's basically a humanizer. It adds tiny, subtle variations to the start time of the sample on each hit. It makes patterns feel much more organic, less robotic.
Okay, so deep control in each cell, but with 16 of them, how do you avoid getting bogged down? Is the workflow smart? Fast?
Yeah, they've thought about that. The workflow has some really clever touches, like the copy and paste. It's built for trying things out quickly. For example, hold down shift when you paste. It only copies the parameters, the filter settings, envelopes, LFOs, all that. The sample in the destination cell stays the same. So you dial in a great snare sound, shift, plus paste it onto a clap cell. And instantly that clap has the same processing. Takes seconds.
Ah, okay. That's neat. So you keep the sound but transfer the shaping.
Right. And conversely, if you hold down the Alt key when you paste, it copies only the sample itself. So if you've already programmed complex modulation or filtering on a cell, you can just drop a new sound into it, keeping all that programming intact. It's really about rapid, non-destructive experimenting.
That sounds incredibly useful for keeping the creative flow going. So you shape things at the cell level, then what happens to the combined sound?
Okay, so the output of all 16 cells gets funneled into this powerful master effects section. And this isn't just some basic reverb and delay. It's like a greatest hits collection from Native Instruments' own stuff. Really high quality algorithms.
Oh, like from their standalone plugins.
Exactly. You've got things like Rowem for those huge, lush reverbs, Faces for cool phasing effects, Byte for, biting digital distortion and decimation, and Dirt for saturation and grit. So you're getting premium processing right inside Rhythm to polish or completely mangle the overall sound.
Right. So let's recap for a sec. We've got this dual stage thing going on, deep sound design inside each cell, then this big, powerful global effects section for the combined output.
Precisely. That's the core architecture.
So obviously you can make beats, but with all this depth, what else can you really push it to do beyond just standard percussion?
Oh, loads. Its potential goes way beyond just making beats. Those long envelopes I mentioned. Combine them with effects like diffusion or roam.
Yeah.
You can build these evolving rhythmic beds, almost ambient textures that pulse over many bars. Or lean into the weird samples and those digital destruction effects like Byte.
Yeah.
You can craft really intricate glitch patterns, stuff for IDM complex experimental rhythms, and you can even load melodic one-shots. Tune them across the 16 cells. Use all that modulation, the filters, the effects. You can basically build unique melodic or harmonic instruments full of character and movement.
So when you put it all together, what this offers you, the listener, is actually pretty profound, isn't it? Rhythm isn't just another tool. It really is like that sonic laboratory you mentioned,
Yeah.
a place for alchemy.
Yeah, it invites you to mix the mundane with the synthetic,
Hmm.
to sculpt sound, twist it, transform it in ways you might not expect.
And ultimately to build rhythms that feel, well, truly mythical. It lives up to the name.